The Problem with Digital Citizenship, an Ignite session by David Dutrow. Digital citizenship, a key topic of EdTech, is also the one most universally ignored. I don't mean that educators don't bemoan the need for it. What I mean is that not all educators genuinely want to do anything to help students become better digital citizens, and that to me is an issue. Get any group of teachers together, and they will be glad to tell you how inappropriately students use tech. They will complain about Fortnite, of students who can't get off Snapchat and Instagram, and, especially in my English department, the ease with which students can and do plagiarize. A hypocritical relationship exists, however, in which teachers complain about students' use of tech, but not every teacher is willing to use technology themselves. If teachers are not modeling appropriate use, how are students to learn? And scarier, from whom? I teach at a traditional private high school, where change is not always embraced. We champion community and relationships, but in today's world, we cannot turn a blind eye to digital citizenship. We must prepare our students for a world where technology and social media are ubiquitous. At my school, and I assume many others, the first line of defense against poor digital citizenship is a punitive measure, a loss of something for the student. If students are merely punished, though, for not behaving as they should online, they will become afraid of technology. Schools often sell the importance of education as something students must engage in, even if they aren't always thrilled with it. It's the old, it will build character line. We tell students that school, even when dull, will help them prepare for life in the real world. And I don't question this logic, as most teachers I know truly do want their students to succeed in life after school. Why then are we so complacent with something as crucial as digital citizenship? This subject, more than many others we teach, is at the heart of the real world. We need to teach students to be ready for their world, not ours. Their world requires proficiency in technology, and their world needs people who act maturely and politely within social media. Thus, we must embrace its appropriate use, whether we care for it or not. So why can't teachers learn even basic and appropriate tech skills, even if they aren't comfortable with them? This should be mandated. They need to be able to model for their students, yet often they prove unwilling to follow their own mantras about building character when they do not want to do something. All teachers mustn't become EdTech superstars, but every teacher must know enough to shepherd their students, to protect them and educate them about becoming positive forces in a digital world which often resembles a digital wasteland. Teachers need to be that first line of defense. Teachers, for the most part, became teachers because they love working with students. We should care enough to model for them the best of what being a digital citizen is all about. We shouldn't rely on punitive measures when we can provide firsthand examples of positive online behaviors. If teachers do not embrace this responsibility, students will model how to behave online after reality stars, namely one who names her children after directions and another who happens to run this country, who use online platforms to gain attention and belittle others with harsh words. And if not from them, they will turn to YouTube stars who rage, yell obscenities, and troll others just to gain views. The negative images of the online world are prevalent, and students can always discover new examples of poor behavior. We must show them the good. Many teachers may be hesitant because they think their students know far more about technology than they do. More than a detriment, however, this would seem to me to be an opportunity. Teachers have the chance to learn from their students, which always gets students more engaged. And while we're on this subject, we need to shed labels like digital native and digital immigrant. We all need to embrace being digital companions, helping each other through this digital dystopia in which we find ourselves, working together instead of creating divisions. We have lived divided for too long. Teachers and students cannot be on opposing sides of some digital citizenship war. Teachers must guide their students through the minefields of online participation, just as they would guide them through specific subject content. If your school is anything like mine, the question then becomes, well, who will we saddle with leading this initiative? And inevitably, it falls to one department or even one small group of do-everything teachers who don't have time for one more thing on their plates. But this isn't the answer. Every teacher must be a champion and a proponent of digital citizenship. Simply by understanding the nature of our students' lives and future prospects, it becomes mandatory to assist our students in becoming not only excellent and intelligent people, but also excellent digital citizens. Teachers must work together using platforms like Common Sense Education's Digital Citizenship course and Google's Digital Safety and Citizenship curriculum to infuse all courses of study with lessons and reminders that model appropriate behaviors for students. It needn't be mentioned every day, but if all teachers can model in their lessons, in their own behaviors online, and in their care for the complete student the importance of digital citizenship, we will be doing ourselves, our school, and most importantly, our students a tremendous service. Thank you.